Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos every week. Today, I will be channeling messages from the Netflix show Clickbait. It just dropped this month and it is absolutely amazing. This was one of the most thrilling shows I have watched in a really long time. Every single episode follows a different character, and it's very cool to see how the story progresses and unfolds as you're learning about each of these characters and just trying to figure out what is going on. So the plot of the story follows Nick Brewer, played by Adrian Griner. He is abducted, and his family is trying to figure out what is going on because they see a viral video of him on the internet. He's all beaten up, he's bloody, he's bruised, and he's holding up signs that say, "I abuse women, I killed a woman, and when this video hits 5 million views, I will die." So this is quite a show, and it will take you on an amazing ride if you're into thrillers and suspenseful type shows slash movies. So I thought it would be cool to channel some messages from this show. Me and my sister actually just recorded a podcast detailing the entire show because she binge watched it and it was fun to see her ideas on it as well. I will drop a link in the description box below so you can check that out if that's something you're interested in. In the next part of the video, you will see 4 angel crystals. Please meditate on the crystal that is speaking to you and go to the timestamps that I provide down below to go directly to your reading from there. If any part of a message does not resonate, just know that message is not for you. Only take what resonates and leave what does not. Let's jump in to the readings. Hager number 1, welcome to your reading. What is your channeled message from the show Clickbait? I will be pulling 1 card from 5 different decks, and if I need to spoil something for a message, I will indicate that before I tell you what it is. So, because this is a very new show, and if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you if you don't want it to be spoiled. So the first card that we'll be pulling will come from the Angel Answers deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else would you like to tell group number 1? Remain positive. Next, we'll pull a card from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Oh, we have Despondence. Next, we'll pull a card from the How to Love Yourself Affirmation deck. I am free and at peace. I am a free person living in a world that is a reflection of my own love and understanding. Next, we will pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck. We have the Lamb. And we'll pull the last card from the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. We have Renewal in reverse. Okay, group number 1. So, Spirit has shown me that you're not thinking things are really going to work out for the best right now. So we have Despondence here, and this is a card all about feeling depressed, not seeing the light in one's life, things just seeming like nothing's going right at this time. Spirit's main advice here is to remain positive. That is the best thing that you can do, by recognizing that the thoughts in your mind, they are only thoughts, and a thought can be changed. So it's very important to be mindful of your thought patterns at this time. Because in the show Clickbait, they are showing me all of the women who were kind of hung up on Nick Brewer in the show, and how they let it define them in a sense. So I feel like there are a lot of situations that have to do with a certain relationship in your life. It's important to know that you don't need validation from anyone. The only person that it's important you receive validation from is yourself. And you are a very intuitive person. We have the Lamb coming out here. And you're also very patient. Like, you're very, I feel like some of you have been waiting patiently on someone for something for a long time. And you have a heart of gold. You really do. And I feel like because of your good nature, that has attracted certain people into your life who didn't always have the best of intentions. But Spirit is showing me that you have an amazing intuition about you. Like, they're showing me Sophie from Clickbait. She plays Nick Brewer's sister in this show. And her BS detector is pretty on point. Like, she knows when people are lying and when they're not. Like, there's a few certain instances where she is brought in to question certain people that may be involved in the disappearance of her brother, and she picks up on the energy of the people that she is speaking with, and she just has an amazing intuition. That's what Spirit is showing me. They're pointing her out to me because your intuition is very on point. So pay attention to how you feel. That is your best navigation system. But also pay attention to any people in your life who may not have your best interests at heart. And you can pick up on that because the energy won't lie. There'll be something off about the energy. And because you're so intuitive, you pick up on energy very strongly anyway. So be mindful of that. But yeah, do what you can to change any negative thoughts to positive ones. That does not mean to judge the negative thoughts. That just means to become aware of them and then override them with positive ones. That's why Spirit is saying remain positive. And they're showing me the scene in Clickbait where one of Nick Brewer's mistresses in the show, this is about episode 4, she actually goes up to a mirror and she looks at herself in the mirror and she says, "You are worthy, you deserve to be loved." And it's just so interesting because I have talked about mirror work a lot in several of my readings. So it's just another indication that mirror work is something that is very powerful to help get you out of this energy, because you're looking at yourself and you're saying things like, "I love you, I really love you." You're looking in your eyes. Even if you don't believe it when you first start doing it, as you continue to take action to do in the mirror work, you will find that you believe it more and more every day, because you deserve to be free and at peace. And this is another confirmation of the mirror work, because it says, "I am a free person living in a world that is a reflection of my own love and understanding." So yeah, your reflection in the mirror, when you say, "I love you," you are reflecting that to yourself, which then manifests in your reality the more that you do it. So the truth of the matter is, we have the power to free ourselves from this energy anytime that we want. And we all have free will. So you have to exert your free will to really override any negative thoughts that want to come at you at this time. Because you do have an amazing opportunity for renewal, but the card is in reverse. So because of your thought patterns right now, it is blocking anything that you truly want to come into your life. Because when we're in this energy, we have a tendency to focus on everything that is going wrong. And when we focus on everything that is going wrong, everything that's going wrong becomes magnified. This is why our spirit guides always emphasize the power of gratitude, because when we practice gratitude for things that we are grateful for, that helps shift our perception to that which is good, and the good becomes magnified. And gratitude raises your vibration in a very powerful way. So one thing Spirit is really emphasizing here is to become mindful of your negative thought patterns, because as you become aware of them, you can override them. So like if a thought comes in that says, "I am not good enough," okay, well, I recognize that thought, then, cancel that thought out without judging it and just say, "No, I am good enough. I am capable of handling anything that comes my way. I can do whatever I want. I am capable of creating whatever I want. I am worthy. I deserve love. I am good enough." And just the act of doing that, you're getting your mindset shifted to a more positive place. So the key is to remain positive at this time and become aware of those thought patterns, knowing that you are free and at peace the more that you do that, group number 1. That is all that I am seeing, group number 1. Those are your messages. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. And also, feel free to let me know if you have any requests that you would like me to channel messages from. For example, if there's a song, a musician, or particular movie that you would like me to channel messages for, just drop that in the comments below as well, and I would be happy to do that for you. So again, thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hey group number 2, welcome to your reading. What is your channeled message from the show Clickbait? I will be pulling one card from 5 different decks, and I will do my best not to spoil the show. I know it's a new one, but if I do need to spoil something with a message, I will let you know beforehand. So the first card we will be pulling will come from the Angel Answers deck. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to tell group number 2? It's up to you. Next, we'll pull a card from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Miracle. Next, we will pull a card from the How to Love Yourself Affirmation deck. I am centered in truth and peace. The universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life. Next, we'll pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck. Shark. And the final card will come from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. We've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. We have the 8 of Wands, too much going on, stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events or rapid changes, the ability to multitask, and business travel. And the Queen of Cups, loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others but forgetting to care for yourself, trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends, follow your heart. Okay, group number 2. So I'm being drawn first and foremost to the shark here. And I'm being shown how almost every single person in the show Clickbait, they have some type of issue going on. And it seems like there's not really anyone you can really trust in this show. So Spirit is showing me that there's someone in your energetic field that may not have your best intentions at heart. And this is somebody who doesn't really have compassion for other people in a certain sense. I don't feel like it's like that all the time because they're really pointing out the reporter to me from the show Clickbait right now. The reporter, played by Abraham Lynn, he plays Ben Park. Plays the reporter in Clickbait. This guy will do anything to get a story out. And he doesn't care who he has to run over to get this story. He doesn't care who he has to hurt. He will break into people's apartments to get information. And he just has that shark type energy, like just kind of like lurks and at the most opportune moment like strikes. So be mindful of that type of energy right now, because Spirit is emphasizing that there are some shark-like energy people around you. They are showing me that there is a lot to look forward to, though. But there is this energy for some of you with the Five of Cups in reverse, where there was a setback, but things are, in a sense, looking up. Because when this card is upright, it says focusing on the negative. So the reverse of that would be focusing on the positive. Things not turning out the way you anticipated, things are looking up. Forgiveness of self or others, everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessing. So with this card in reverse, I feel like you are having a new awareness, and it's stemming from how intuitive and psychic you actually are. So we have the Queen of Cups here, loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, and they are showing me that the good karma that you put out will come back to you. And they're really showing me the mistress from Clickbait right now, Emma Beasley. She was just kind of dealt a cruddy hand, which is a kind of reminiscent of this Five of Cups in reverse. But she worked at an insurance agency, and Spirit is showing me this scene right now. And there is an elderly man who comes in, and she says that there are certain things that he has to have in order to get approved for this insurance loan approval, whatever it was he came in to get. And there was one thing he was missing. And so she asks him inadvertently a question to help him on his journey so that he could get approved. She's like, so do you have this form here? And he's like, oh, yes, I do. So she helped this man out. She let him get approved, even though it probably went against her work standards and ethics of how they ran things there. But there's a scene later on where she's trying to get a flight to fly to Los Angeles so that she can meet with Sophie to let her know that she was having an affair with her husband. She wanted to do the right thing. And the flights are not set up in a way where she can get the one that she wants, because there were certain rules and regulations that she needed to abide by. But the lady that is selling her the ticket or whatever tells her, you know what, it's okay. We'll let it slide this time. Because of the good karma she put out, she got good karma back when she went to go purchase this flight. So Spirit wants you to know that the good that you put out in the world, it will come back to you. And it's just important to continue to be honest about everything in your life. Because if we're not being truthful with ourselves, then we will continue to attract this type of energy. But when you are grounded in your truth and your peace, centered in your truth and your peace, you will see these people for who they really are, and you won't give your time of the day to them because you recognize the inauthenticity of these people. So stay centered in your truth and peace. That is what is important at this time, and that is where miracles happen. And this card is all about integrity and authenticity. And that's where real, true miracles stem from. So focus on that which is honest and true. And if you're having difficulty making a decision right now in your life, Spirit wants you to know that it's not anything to really let yourself get stressed out about, because ultimately it is up to you, whatever you want to do. You have free will. So don't be hard on yourself if you're having trouble figuring out where to go next or what it is you should do. Everything is ultimately up to you, and whatever decision you make, it is okay. Everything is experience. So I feel with the Eight of Wands that, yeah, this is a lot of unexpected events or rapid changes happening right now. So you might feel like you need to multitask a lot at this time. And I feel like some of you are experiencing stress from a lot of positive opportunities that have just kind of bombarded you at this time. And also, you could be experiencing stress from just having to multitask, doing a lot of different things all at once. And it's just this energy of too much going on. That's what the Eight of Wands brings. This is very rapid energy, like moving in at this time. So the best thing that you can do, Spirit is saying, is be true to yourself. And I'm being drawn to what it says on the bottom of the card here. Trust your intuition and follow your heart, which is where your authentic truth comes from and where miracles happen. And everything is up to you. So you'll find it much easier to figure out what to do when you are centered in truth and peace. And it says, the universe is one of great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in every moment of my life. So the more that you reflect truth and peace and harmony, you will see a reflection of that back to you. So be mindful of this energy. Continue to be mindful of that energy, because I feel like a lot of you already are, because all the other cards here are positive. So just stay on your toes like you always do. You have deep psychic insights. You are very intuitive. You have a lot of energy coming at you right now, but you have free will, and just follow your heart and do what is authentic and true to you, and all will be well. Group number 2. Thank you. Those are your messages. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to drop a comment down below. And also, if you have any requests, for example, if there's a song, a musician, or a movie you would like me to channel messages from, feel free to comment down below, and I would be happy to do that for you. So thank you again, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. What is your channeled message from the show Clickbait? I will be pulling one card from 5 different decks, and if there are any spoilers in the messages, I will let you know beforehand. I don't want to spoil the show for you. It is fairly new, so I will do my best to avoid that. But if there is a very strong message that comes through that it is a spoiler, I will let you know beforehand. The first card we will be pulling will come from the Angel Answer deck. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to tell group number 3? No! Exclamation point. So this is a very adamant no. Next, we'll pull a card from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Growth. Next, we'll pull a card from the How to Love Yourself affirmation deck. I let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I am safe, healed, and whole. Next, we will pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck. Hummingbird. And your final card will come from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords upright. Brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorced or unmarried individuals. Okay, group number 3. So I'm first being drawn to the Queen of Swords here, and they're pointing out Sophie Brewer, played by Betty Gabriel in the show Clickbait. And she's, like, on the card here it says brilliant. She is a brilliant teacher. She has a brilliant mind. She's very experienced, just like the Queen of Swords. She's funny when she wants to be, but she also can be pretty judgmental. And she has a tendency to, like, they're showing me the scene in Clickbait where she gets very annoyed when people wear their shoes in her house, which, you know, that's her house. It should be respectful. But she, like, kind of takes it to another extreme where it just kind of, like, it festers in her mind. She lets it really, really bother her. And you can see that when she is cleaning up the mess of after other people in the show, and how that was a reflection of what was going on in her life. She was dealing with some really difficult situations in her life, and she also found that there was a lot of situations that she needed to release, or people that no longer served her. And she actually did have an affair on her husband, Nick Brewer, and it was with a man named Curtis Hamilton. And she found that this was a situation that she had to walk away from. She had to walk away from a situation that no longer served her, because she was, you know, dabbling in cheating, and things were just getting in too deep, and she didn't want to hurt her husband any more than she already had. So there might be some dynamics here for some of you in regards to infidelity and cheating and just needing to release situations and people that no longer serve you. But this could be in any other realm. It doesn't have to be specifically with cheating. I just saw that specifically from the show, so I wanted to channel that message out. But this could be any person or situation that is not benefiting you at this time. Some of you may be going through a divorce right now. Some of you may be unmarried right now. But also, some of you are focusing very strongly on your career, which, like Sophie, was a teacher. Perhaps some of you are teachers like she was in the show, and just focused on getting yourself to where it is you want to be. And that is very admirable. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Upright is intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. So when this card is reversed, I feel like there is a need to really communicate more clearly with the people in your life. That is what is standing out to me. Because in the show Clickbait, there are so many secrets that are kept amongst all of these people. And they finally were brought to the light and exposed with what happened with Nick, him being abducted. It just goes down this really winding rabbit hole of thrilling twists and turns. And the communication was clearly off amongst all of these people. So communicate clearly at this time. Say what you mean and mean what you say. That is very important with whatever is transpiring in your life right now. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, when it is upright, it is scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous, time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, a new area of study. And with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this kind of has the energy of laziness, which kind of goes back to Sophie getting frustrated with people walking all over her floors and just disrespecting her home, and them being lazy, not an in the sense of not cleaning up after themselves. So some of you might be experiencing that, people who aren't cleaning up after themselves, and it's like really infuriating you right now. Well, it's important to do what you can to stay in your peace. Don't let anyone steal your joy, is what Spirit is really reiterating here. Because when we stay in that place, those thought patterns continue to fester, and then we continue to manifest more of those situations that we would not prefer. So do what you can to find your inner joy and not allow what other people are doing to rattle you to the point where you're out of your peace. Stay in your peace as much as you can during this time, because that's what the hummingbird is. The hummingbird is so, so peaceful. And me and my fiance, we have a hummingbird feeder outside, and hummingbirds pick up on the high vibration of others. So if you are seeing hummingbirds around you or near you, that is a positive sign from the divine, from your energetic support team, that all is well and that it's important to stay in that inner peace. And hummingbirds, I had one. I was sitting outside on my deck, and I was just kind of meditating outside, and I opened my eyes, and I was a little startled because one of them had flown and was just like hovering like right above my head, like really, really close, as like not super close, but close enough that I could see it. And like it was very, very close, and it was really cool. It did startle me, but when you are raising your vibration, hummingbirds pick up on that, and they like to get a look at people who are doing so, who are having a positive impact on the world, who are raising their vibration. So if you are seeing hummingbirds, take that as a positive sign in your life right now. Because Spirit is saying it's important for you to continue to let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of your being. And that's where you will experience the most growth. And on the back, they're saying, visualize all of your limitations falling away one by one until you are safe, healed, and whole. Because that is the truth of the matter. You are safe, you are divinely guided and protected, and all is well. So tell yourself all is well. Because how you are thinking, how you are feeling, what you believe, that is what is being reflected in your reality out here. And they're very adamantly saying no to something. What are you saying no to, Spirit? What are you saying no to, Spirit? Okay, I'm not hearing, so I'm going to pull a clarifier. What are you saying no to, Spirit? Oh, impartiality. They're saying to stay neutral as much as you can. Let go of control. They're saying that there's more than one way to get to where you want to be. They're saying let go, surrender, get to a neutral place where you are okay with things not happening and okay with things happening. Getting to a place where you are so centered in that truth. So staying neutral, experiencing a lot of growth as you continue to let go of limitations and recognize the true essence of your being. Being mindful of hummingbirds showing up as a symbol of peace in your life. Communicating clearly at this time. Being mindful of any laziness around you and not allowing that to affect you. And if you are somebody who has a tendency to procrastinate, this is a time to take action towards what it is you want to create for yourself and to release situations and people that no longer serve you. And just doing your best to stay in your peace. And Spirit is saying one thing that will help you is to see the humor in all situations. So thank you, group number 3. Those are your messages. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. And also, if you would like to request a certain song, movie, or musician for me to channel messages from, drop your request in the comments below, and I would be happy to do that for you. So thank you again, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hey group number 4, welcome to your reading. What is your channeled message from the show Clickbait? I will be pulling one card from 5 different decks. Let's see what your messages are. First card I will be pulling is from the Angel Answers deck. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to tell group number 4? Helpful people. Next, we'll pull a card from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. Destiny. Next, we'll pull a card from the How to Love Yourself deck. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. Next, we'll pull a card from the Spirit Animal deck. The Moth. And the final card will come from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Seven of Wands. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. Okay, group number 4. So, Spirit is saying that there are a lot of helpful people around you right now to help you get to your destiny. Because you have a big one. They are showing me the scene in Clickbait where a bunch of people are gathering to help search for Nick Brewer after it was revealed that he was abducted. So they're showing me how all of these people are helping and that you have a lot of helpful people around you that could assist you, that have resources that you need at this time. So be mindful and allow your perception to open to these people. Spirit is saying, let these people help you because you have a very strong destiny that you are here to complete. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. There are a lot of people in the show Clickbait who judge and criticize themselves. The one that is really standing out to me is Simon, who is the brother of Maggie. And Maggie was having an online affair with Nick Brewer. And Maggie actually ends up taking her own life. The Spirit is showing me that some of you are being really hard on yourself in regards to someone who took their own life, is what I'm seeing. There's something around suicide coming up here, and Spirit wants you to know that this was not your fault. Okay? This was not your fault. And any wrongdoing, any mistakes that you may have made in the past, for everyone on this pile, it's important to forgive yourself. And on the back it says, I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to love who I am. So love yourself at this time. Forgive yourself for anything in the past. And those of you who have experienced someone who took their own life, I'm sorry that you had to go through that and deal with that situation. But for those of you who feel like what I'm hearing is, if I had only been there at this certain time, then it wouldn't have happened, or this way or that way. Everything happened in the way that it was supposed to. Because we all have soul contracts as to when we leave the planet. Everything is not 100% predetermined as I understand it, but for the most part, when it comes to that, it typically is. There are certain cases where people can choose to leave the planet earlier if they wish, but they have to exert their free will to do that. So please don't be harsh on yourself for situations like this. Please don't judge or criticize yourself. Forgive yourself, because holding on to that pain within you, it's going to manifest physically, and it's so much more painful, and it is not worth it. So you deserve forgiveness. You deserve forgiveness of yourself. You deserve forgiveness in every sense of the word. So you have a very strong destiny, and forgiving yourself is part of your experience that you came here to learn. And doing that will be so liberating for you, group number 4. It really will. The moth here, this represents someone who always thinks that the grass is greener on the other side. This can be hasty, impulsive decisions, and this just kind of has the energy of feeling like one can do it all on one's own. And that's why Spirit is saying, let people help you, especially if you're still dealing with these painful emotions. It is not a weakness to reach out for help. It is not a weakness to talk to a therapist or a counselor. And we're meant to unite with one another. We're meant to collaborate with each other. We're meant to help each other. So when we feel like we have to do everything on our own, we have a tendency to sometimes make hasty decisions for ourselves when we're better suited to working with others to help figure out what is going on so we can release what it is we need to release, be truly free, and live the life that we are meant to live. With the Seven of Wands, stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So they're showing me the scene in Clickbait where Sophie is at a memorial for her husband. And spoiler, yes, that's a spoiler. He dies, and you find that out in the second episode. But they have a memorial, and it was all over the news about how she had an affair, and there's just people all around her judging her. And as she's walking out of the gym, she walks past this lady that's just like, I can't believe you. Like, just like throwing, you know, shade her way. And Sophie's had it. Sophie takes her drink that she is drinking and she throws it in this woman's face. So they're showing me that's how she stood up for herself. That is the example that they are providing. I don't think you need to resort to that level of standing up for yourself, but they are saying that it is important to challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. You don't need to, throw a drink in someone's face. I mean, if that's how you feel in the moment, just remember what you put out, you get back. Just saying. But the message here is to stand up for yourself, have confidence, believe in yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't let people speak to you in a derogatory way, while also at the same time keeping your inner peace, keeping your inner joy, knowing that sometimes the best thing to do is to not give a reaction to someone who wants a reaction out of you. Just discern the situation and stand up for yourself in the way that best resonates for you without letting your anger control you, is what Spirit is saying here. So we have the Moth. Don't make hasty, impulsive decisions at this time. Let people help you. You have a very strong destiny that you are on your way to. Stand up for yourself. Choose your battles wisely. And forgive yourself for anything that took place in the past that you might still be holding on to now. It is safe to let go of the pain. Are there any other messages, Spirit, that you want to bring through? With the Moth here, the Moth, there is a message of the grass is always greener on the other side. And there's a lot of storylines in Clickbait about people cheating. So if there's someone in your life who, if you're thinking about cheating, Spirit wants you to be very mindful of the consequences of what that could entail. And also, if you cheated in the past, then forgive yourself, because it's not worth it to hold on to the pain. And I I will be 100% honest here. There's no judgment from me when it comes to this. The first boyfriend that I had, I cheated on him. And the karma that came back due to that was some of the most painful experiences that I've had in my life. So I am here to say that the karma from cheating is very real. Perhaps if this is something you've experienced as well, you know what I'm talking about. But also for those of you who may be thinking about infidelity or cheating, I just want you to know the karma behind that is very, very real, and it's very painful. So just know that if you have a relationship that isn't working out at this time, to sit down and speak with your partner, talk about how you're feeling, and then assess the situation. And if you truly want to see other people, then maybe it would be best to end things so that you can do what it is you want to do. Because the trauma that cheating can create, it is on a scale that is not widely seen until you're immersed in it. So definitely be mindful of that. For those of you where that might be a situation, they were pointing that out to me from the show Clickbait. There's a lot of cheating that takes place in the show, and the moth is all about thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And just be discerning in your current situation right now, knowing that you have a big destiny. And for those of you who have cheated in the past, forgive yourself for that. And that's something I'm still working through as well. I feel absolutely terrible about having done that, but it was part of my experience and something I had to learn. And the same goes for you, group number 4, for those of you who have experienced that. So yeah, stand up for yourself, choose your battles wisely, forgive yourself for any wrongdoing, allow other people to help you, knowing you have a very big destiny. So thank you, group number 4. Those are your messages. If it resonated, if you enjoyed the reading, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Also, if you have any requests for a song, a movie, a musician that you would like me to channel messages from, drop the request down in the comments below, and I would be happy to do that for you. So thank you again, and I will see you on the next video.